Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Dan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
So I will be first to announce that a Sam Darnold topic is banned from today's show.
What do you mean? But remember,
Sam
but
Darnold
Dan,
topic.
I had some Sam Darnold topics, man.
Oh, no. We were putting an embargo on the Sam Darnold topics for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you mean? I spent my whole last night evening to research data and film to prove.
Yeah, like looking up. Like, by the way, did you check out that website? I've been pounding on the door for you to check out, Rich.
The EPA Deep
called
Analytics.
FTN Fantasy, bro. Like
the NFL nerd site.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked it out yesterday, Dan. It led me back to Sam Darnold. He actually came off of a terrible game. Sam Darnold actually had a terrible game last week that nobody talks about, but just FYI.
Oh my God. Oh man. I shouldn't have
50%
even
completion percentage, something like that.
And by the way, based off my research, Dan, I know you brought it up. 377 yards, 3 touchdowns to beat the Packers. TD was telling me he didn't have a divisional big win last year. I don't know where that came from. A lie again.
Packers were garbage, man. Stop that mess,
Packers
man.
made the playoffs last year.
They were garbage, man. That was after the fact. Stop.
All right. Well, folks,
week 17, 377 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Well, folks,
all I'm saying is you lie to the people. You lie to yourself, you lie to whoever.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition
and open the can of worms, man. That's Dan's fault.
Of Fourth and Forever. Guys, as you know, we are live Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. EST, breaking down everything that happens across the NFL. We ask that you hit that thumbs up sign for us. It's the easiest way to propel this out to the YouTube algorithm. And we also ask that you shout yourself out in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what fan base you are a part of. Always curious to see. I'm talking to the lurkers in the building as well. All right. Like people that don't often participate in the chat, let us know where you're tuning in from. But Rich, how's life with you, man? What's going on?
Life is great, man. The vibes are immaculate. Shout out to the chat. We love you guys. All jokes aside, man, it's always a great time to come on here and, get into some deep debates and just get into some NFL talk, because this is a fantastic sport and a fantastic league that has drama that's all over the place. So we're excited to be here. Shout out to the chat. Much love to you guys. And yeah, let's get into the business. I almost said get into the huddle.
And so what do you got, TD? Talk to me.
Beautiful day. We got some news here and there and some things that I think it's time to talk about, like MVPs, maybe, Dan, if you have time, candidates. But yeah, man, here we are on Leap Day of the week. We got a Thursday night game tomorrow as well. Man, I'm just excited. Every day I get to come on Fourth and Forever and talk ball.
I know. It's a beautiful thing right there. Nice hair, Dan. Would be a shame if you had to cut it. Wake me in January. Have no fear. These luscious locks are going to be here for the time being, folks. For the time being, man, you're going to be looking at that. Big news today, all right? We saw that Aidan Hutchinson is now the second highest paid edge rusher in the NFL. I think it's about $1.5 million less than Micah Parsons. The Detroit Lions extended this man to a 4-year mega extension. And damn, I could not think of a better guy to deserve something like that. He has been a wrecking ball for the Detroit Lions defense already. Thoughts on this record-setting contract, TD? What do you got?
I think he has the most guaranteed money for a non-quarterback, though. So that's the real money. I think he might be the highest paid in that sense, because guys typically don't make it to that last year because it's just too expensive. This is a great move. Great move for the Lions. They have a guy, and you got to reward your guys. This is what the market is for that type of player now. If you're going to pay quarterbacks, $60 million now, by the way, the guy who has to go get them should be making at least some solid money. I think that it's been off for so long, and I think that they're increasing that price for edge rushers that are dominant like that are game changers. And, you can argue whether or not it's worth it, but he's definitely one of the best in the league, has put in the work over the last couple years, and just crazy numbers too. So at the end of the day, the Lions locked their guy down. Now, are moves like this going to impact the Lions moving forward in the future from a salary standpoint? That's a question to ask. They are, they have the quarterback paid. Now they have him paid and a whole bunch of plethora of weapons and guys on that roster. We shall see. So congratulations, and Lions fans, you got your guy.
Well, the Lions have been on a heater with draft classes as of late.
Yeah, that's true.
As well. So as long as they can continue to leverage those cheap rookie contracts, I'm fine with throwing a little bit of money to a game-changing edge rusher. Richie, thoughts? Aidan Hutchinson, man, got his bag.
Yeah, well-deserved. I think we were all very concerned about everything to do with Aidan Hutchinson last year after his knee completely snapped, and really cool comeback story for him. Massive contract, absolutely earned it, a premium position. And, the Detroit Lions are building something special, man. This is what happens when you hit on draft picks. They are building a culture where if you are a player of the caliber of Aidan Hutchinson and you play up to standards, you're going to get taken care of. So shout out to Hutchinson. He deserves the bag, and big shout out to him for securing it. I think it's a big deal for Lions as well, as they continue to be one of the better teams in the entire NFC.
Damn, man. I will tell you what. Well, you know what? This trade deadline is less than a week away. Next Tuesday, you will find myself, Richie, TD, and Colby on Bleacher Report unpacking everything at the NFL trade deadline. But some teams are not patient at all. They have already started to make some moves. Most specifically, we have Kyle Duggar, safety for the New England Patriots, who was rumored to be on the chopping block this offseason, was traded over to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Patriots also ended up sending over an edge rusher to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, obviously, I do kind of want to theorize what the Patriots might be thinking by walking away from these players. Are they, shipping off some old names to make room for something else added to this team? But first, I kind of want to talk about what each and every single player means to their new organization, starting off with Kyle Duggar. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense has looked absolutely atrocious. If you were to ask me, I think Kyle Duggar is a very good safety. He's a great tackler. He's solid in coverage. I don't know if it's going to be enough to fix what is going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, but thoughts on the move, Richie?
Kyle Duggar. You look, does he really have that much juice left? You think that's
he's young? He's still young.
Yeah, I know. It's an interesting situation that we got here with the Patriots, right? They're finding themselves as sellers instead of buyers. And I think they're going to buy someone. I definitely expect the Patriots to get somebody in the building. This is a captain you're trading away. And I feel like this is something that Mike Vrabel is basically saying that he does not fit this system. And I think that's really all I can take away from this. He doesn't fit the culture, doesn't fit what we're trying to build here. And this is a way to clean out the guys that don't really fit what they're trying to do. This is literally the least amount of capital you can get in a trade in return. Basically swapping picks 6, 7. You move from 7 to 6. That's it. And that's a very cheap price for the Pittsburgh Steelers to pay. I think it's a good move for the Steelers, but interesting. And the Patriots made another trade, I believe, as well, where it's a similar thing. They got rid of one of their edge rushers. So I think this is a sign that they're loading up to make a big trade. I really do. I think that they're freeing up some roster spots, freeing up some cash, and we're going to see the Patriots take a big swing at an edge rusher or a wide receiver before the deadline. That's my prediction.
Damn. All right, TD, what do you think Kyle Duggar means to the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, you're going to squeeze the lemon. You're going to get what you can out of him and see if he can help you, because your defense has areas where it's been up and down. I don't know where I read it. I thought Pittsburgh lost the safety recently. Like somebody got hurt.
Yeah, well,
not the trade.
Obviously. Yeah,
it was actually an injury or something like that happened. I think somebody said Deshaun.
And they did lose one.
Elliott.
Yep. It's Deshaun Elliott.
But this is a good move. You bring him in and see what he can do to help the secondary. Can't be worse than anything that's already been playing. But this was a smart move by New England because he was an unrestricted free agent next year. And you have to make a determination. Are you going to pay him? Are you going to pay him or no? And they obviously, when you're an unrestricted free agent next year, his agent was obviously in the front office saying, hey, let's get something done now. Let's get it done now. And New England said, well, we don't think that that's the direction we want to go next year. So let's work something out where we can go ahead and move your guy. And that's what happened here. And New England is still going to be paying majority of his salary in this trade, by the way. They've agreed because he has active roster bonuses and things of that nature. New England will be paying. I think that this has a lot to do with what Richie was talking about and with not fitting the system and Vrabel saying, hey, let's go ahead and move them to a potential system that better fits. And we're not going to pay him next year. So let's move him now. It's not like he was like,
You agree with me?
Yeah. So, it's players like this, that guys like Sam Darnold need. So, yeah, that's it.
See, this is what we do, man. This is what we do.
But
and by the way, you're cooked in fantasy, bro. I picked up Sam Darnold, started him against you. You're screwed.
Yeah, I saw that Sam Darnold was on your bench, man. Dude, you already know that.
He's my starter now. Go recheck.
Now, look,
go recheck.
So I'm feeling really confident about my fantasy lineup. You have JSN popping back into the building, number one fantasy wide receiver already this year.
I wonder why.
It's going to be good. Yeah. Oh, my God. Anyway, okay. So one of the most active teams prior to the trade deadline, obviously, has been the New England Patriots. So I would like to go over to TD, our Patriots representative on the Fourth and Forever podcast. TD. What are the Patriots cooking up? They walk away from two players that I really don't think had a place on this roster in the first place. Who do you genuinely believe, or what position group do you think are the Patriots going to be targeting at the deadline? And they're still sitting on a lot of money, by the way, so keep that in mind.
None. I'm one of the rare people that say they're not going to make a move because they have a goal and they're going to be building this the right way. They're not going to make impulsive moves because anybody they bring in, they know that they probably see this. A lot of people don't realize this about trade deadline. It's never really just a trade. It's usually expiring contracts that teams know that they're not going to re-up the next year. So it could still be a good player, but they're not in a position to give them money and give them a contract right now. So they go ahead and trade them off before the deadline. The Patriots are just coasting. We're doing good. We're exceeding expectations. Let's just stay the course. Next year, we'll keep drafting and we'll keep pushing money and save money as long as we can for some of these young guys that we're bringing in that we're eventually going to have to pay. And we'll get some complimentary pieces where we see fit. I think the Patriots, if they do buy anything, it'll be on the O-line, but it's hard to find O-linemen this time of year. It's rare to get real significant players traded on the O-line. People don't give up their O-linemen at this time of the year. So I think they're going to stay pat, because they're not going to get anybody to sell an O-lineman that can definitely help them out. So I believe that they're just going to stay the course and keep playing football. I know the Patriots are out front, but they have zero expectations of winning a Super Bowl, even though they're going to go for one. So they're playing with house money right now.
It's funny because I see a lot of Patriots fans thinking that they're going to go for a wide receiver. But in my opinion, I feel like that's pretty redundant. Right? Like, you have Stephon Diggs, who is clearly like your go-to. He's creating the most separation. You have Booty's looking great, right? Like, Pop Douglas is looking great. Booty is looking great. That's an oxymoron, right? He's not playing Booty. He's playing great. And then Pop Douglas as well. Like, in my opinion, I think your like receiving core works. If I'm the Patriots, I mean, it's going to be tough convincing a team to walk away from one of their offensive linemen, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's definitely going to be tough there. I think that's probably what they should target so that they can start being a bit more consistent on the ground. I highly doubt the Jets are going to send Breece Hall over to New England.
We do have a report
One player that I would certainly target, say that I was Vrabel and say that I was the front office, would be an Alvin Kamara. And so I think that it wouldn't cost too much money to have him in for the remainder of his said contract. He's dynamic enough to where he could also make an impact in the pass game, I would probably do Kamara. Say that it was up to me. Rich, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, you look at what this organization is doing. They are selling out to open up some roster spots. I think they need an edge. If anything, I think that an edge rusher is something that they can target. You know, there's a lot of guys out there. It's a premium in this sport, and their defense is good, but there's another level it can get into. And I think that they have all the cash in the world to go after an edge. And I know a lot of Patriots fans are looking at the Jets about Quinnen and McDonald and Johnson, but we ain't trading you to nobody. I mean, if the Jets trade with the Patriots, I'm done, bro. I'm out of here. So I think that that's the spot that they should be looking at. They traded away one of their edge rushers. I think that they're going to be aggressive for one of them.
I mean, which one though, right? Like
I'm
which one?
You, there's
like
one that teams I know.
There's one that no one sees coming.
Jalen Phillips.
Phillips from Miami.
Yeah, a lot of teams are probably going to be interested because it's an expiring contract.
So would Miami ship him off to a divisional rival though?
I don't know. Here's the crazy thing. We know that. I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but Jalen Phillips is actually a valuable player. The problem is smack dab in the middle of his 4-year rookie contract, 2 back-to-back injuries. And now on the 4th year, he comes back and you can see him flying, putting pressure on the quarterback every week. The sacks may not show, but he's been explosive. And it's like, okay, he came back like he didn't miss a beat. He's going to be valuable. It's just that I don't think Miami is going to be willing to make the investment because he's not going to get a top contract, but he also not going to get a bottom contract.
So we have news. There's an article that came out this morning from ESPN, and it has a lot of interesting nuggets that I think we should talk about. It brings up Breece Hall and also brings up Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb in this article from Dan Graziano of ESPN. So this is what we should be looking at. Will Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb get moved? Oh, baby. Woo! Will they get moved, TD? You nervous?
No. This is what needs to happen.
I believe one of them will, but which one? I cannot say. I still think the Dolphins want to put a representative product of on the field this season. They started 2-6 last year and recovered to win 6 of the last 8. So they know it's possible to get back to respectability, even if that doesn't result in a playoff spot. That said, Tyreek out for the year and the vibes around the team feeling different than it did a year ago. It's entirely possible they'll deal players and look to the future. They'll have 4 days following Thursday night's game against Baltimore to ponder offers ahead of Tuesday's deadline. And there's no shortage of teams looking for pass rush help, assuming they lose Thursday and drop to 2-7. I mean, we don't have to assume that. We know that's going to happen.
Stop, Richie.
Come on, TD. What are we doing here?
And
assuming Lamar's back, you're done. Phillips and or Chubb. So
that's the key. It's the Thursday night game. We lose means we got to go 8-0 to make the playoffs. Yeah, you got to start selling.
Yeah.
So we win, they're just going to say we have to give our coach and general manager every opportunity because they're on the hot seat. They have to get every opportunity. You can't just snatch it from under them. So I think Thursday night, that game is everything for a lot of people. If we lose, then I'm telling you, you might see one of them shipped off. But Chubb, the thing with Chubb is he's older. The contract is ugly. And it's like, okay, somebody will take him, but I don't think they're reeing up on him. Jalen Phillips, on the other hand, somebody, if they made that move, that means that they're also willing to go ahead and talk about a contract for the future with him. And it's going to be a team-friendly contract. You're going to give him some money, but it ain't going to be big money. You got guys making 45 right now, and at Jalen Phillips' level, when he's playing great, probably worth, 27, but you might can get him for 16, 17 a year because he came off of those 2 back-to-back injuries. And the sack numbers aren't there. So a team's going to get a steal.
So I'm pulling up the Spot Track trade machine. It looks like the website is slow or it is down, but I'm pretty sure based off of Jalen Phillips and even Bradley Chubb, that it wouldn't be too egregious toward the cap for the New England Patriots to acquire them. Dead cap for the Dolphins for Chubb would be 12.5, and Jalen Phillips would only be 5.8. So I guess how you look at that, if they really care about dead cap at this point, I'm not particularly sure. Of course, depending on how long they have on their deal. I will keep you updated. But
this is it.
One name,
Phillips. They didn't pick up the 5th-year option.
Yeah, so they didn't. So for that, that's probably the more like responsible like decision. But I mean, again, like who knows if Greer is even going to have a position next year where the team's just like, screw it. Like this is going to be the new GM's problem where they can end up fixing this and hopefully just stock up on draft picks. One name too was Myles Garrett. It's highly unlikely. It is highly, highly, highly unlikely. And by the way, I'm not sure about you guys, but when I saw him slamming his helmet on the sideline last Sunday against the New England Patriots, when he had a generational type performance,
he took him out the game, didn't he?
I felt this much amount of sympathy for him. Maybe if my fingers could like demonstrate a negative feeling of sympathy. Because that man chose the bag over winning. He comes out and look, say for example that like he were to have this performance, sit down on the bench, and I were to still see him like smiling. At least he's standing on business, right? But this dude goes out and puts this heartfelt message to Cleveland fans right before the Super Bowl saying, I'm sorry, guys. I need to go somewhere and I got to win. All right. Like this is my career and that's important to me. And then months later, he just signed some record breaking contract and just completely sold out. So you don't have any right to sit down and complain that your team is a dumpster fire, my friend. I'm sorry. Like you have no damn
but
right.
He's a competitor, man. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with staying loyal to your team and trying to, obviously he got paid the big bucks. That's a big reason why he stayed. But like he's a competitor. He has every reason to be frustrated that this team is that bad, right? This is one of the all-time greats who is putting everything out there on the line, doing everything he possibly can and still losing. So I mean, I disagree with that. I feel like you're not alone with that, Dan. I'm seeing a lot of people just clowning Myles Garrett for being upset. Like, oh, well, you signed up for this. Like, he signed up to stay with the team that drafted him and be loyal to his organization. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. And obviously the money talks, all right? The money talks, of course, but he stayed loyal to his team. He's a competitor. He's frustrated, and he's allowed to be frustrated out there. He has every right to be upset.
So I feel like I would look at this differently if he didn't type out that dissertation about how much he wanted to win and how much he couldn't see a future with Cleveland and being able to accomplish that. I would maybe have a bit more sympathy for him. But
it was a record deal, though, Dan. He couldn't turn it down. And then he's hoping that they're going to make the right moves. Yeah, man. This is all Dylan Gabriel's fault, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Shador's in there would be a big difference.
It might be, Richie. It might be.
Shador's going nuts right now,
Let me tell you something. It couldn't be any worse. I guarantee you that. I can guarantee you.
And I'm so upset, man. The Jets play the Browns after the bye, and they didn't say Shador's playing. I wish Shador was playing against the Jets, who cook them.
No. You know what it is? You know what it is, Richie? You know y'all going to win that game, and Dylan going to play bad, and they're going to be like, we lose to the Jets. They're gonna lose their mind.
Oh, we know we win in that game. And then the game after, you know who we got the game after on primetime football?
All right, start the cap. Who?
New England.
Oh, y'all getting smoked. But the sacks,
out of the depths of
the Myles Garrett sacks was against who? That historic day.
Will Campbell, who ain't looking too good.
And what quarterback was he sacking?
Drake May.
That's crazy, Drake May, man. I didn't notice until last night. He's under the most pressure and the most sacks in the league and still balling. Bad O-line. He's the MVP, y'all. He is the MVP so far.
Patriots may regret drafting Will Campbell.
So
yeah, he's bad.
Well, so I feel like he's been pretty good, but like he's going up against probably one of the best edge rushers ever to do it.
I give you that too.
Armand Memphis shut down TJ Watt in his rookie debut.
Yeah. So his pass protection scores were pretty good. And so I'm pretty sure like I want to say he did pretty good against Max Crosby week 1 too. It's just Myles Garrett we're talking about, dude. Like better men have tried, better men have failed. But going back to Myles Garrett, again, this is highly unlikely. But if a team were to trade for Myles Garrett, the cap hit in 2025 would be 1.2 million. The cap hit in 2026 would be 8.1. In 2027, 16.1, 28, 21.4. And then in 2029 and 2030, $57.9 million, right? It's affordable in the short term, but the dead cap that Cleveland would collect in 2025 would be $20.6 million. And then in 2026, $40.8 million. That's a lot of dead cap associated with two players, Deshaun Watson and Myles Garrett. Holy hell. So he's not going anywhere. So I would take him off of your table unless Cleveland's truly trying to blow it all up.
You said dead cap for Watson?
For Myles Garrett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. He's not going to go anywhere. Like that dead cap hit. So because like what's the dead cap for Watson?
There ain't none. He's going to be on that roster. Crazy thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually talking about he may be when he's back in a few weeks, he might actually play.
Dude, why not?
I guess.
So you paid the guy, right? Just,
Yeah,
I mean, just go ahead. Like
you think about it in the last 4 years, I don't even know if he has a
Shoot.
full season of football worth.
Just shoot darts at a board if you have to, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anything better than Dylan Gabriel.
If you can, man. Holy hell. All right, dude. We have a couple of super chats here we got to take advantage of. Let me see. Where's the first one?
I got it. Troy, shout out to the AFC East for getting all players of the week. Yeah, baby.
Look at that.
James Cook winning offensive player of the week.
Got Jimbo right there, man.
You got,
by the way,
Jordan Brooks winning defensive player of the
what
week.
we do. It's what we do.
But the most important phase of the ball goes to the Jets. Haha, special teams player of the week. Isaiah Williams, the man who fair caught a ball at the 2-yard line just a few weeks ago. Haha, he's now special teams player of the week.
They don't show runner-ups or nothing?
What, TD?
They don't show runner-ups?
No.
No.
The winner.
No.
Shout out to Isaiah Williams.
There are no runner-ups. However, I would like to share something of my own real fast. We had an interview with James Cook a bit earlier. He was on some podcast, and it was basically a trivia question, being like, what was the first team that you ran 100 yards against? Let's play it.
How well does James Cook know James Cook? What was the first game in your career you rushed for more than 100 yards? You remember? Big game.
Give me a hint.
This team is trash.
Better not be.
The Dolphins?
No.
Oh, I thought that was funny.
So it wasn't the Dolphins?
Cooking.
Yeah. She was like, and he was like, all right. And so I need a hint. And she goes,'ll give it to you. This team is trash. And he goes, and the Dolphins?
Wow. Oh,
you're just catching strays over here.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't have my phone. I would go to Twitter and play with that, but man,
You have a computer in front of you.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, but I'm so you don't understand. I'm so used to doing it all on my phone, like the computer.
Okay, I mean, you realize you can sign into X on and do the same things you can do. I'm always on X on my computer.
I'll have to do that then.
Yeah,
it's very simple. It's like not.
No, I think I have it. I think I have it already.
So I feel like I typically do a lot, like more action on Twitter on my computer as well. Dude, Troy is a member. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Can you please give a shout out for my good daughter Riley? Was born at 9:33, 7 pounds, 14 ounces.
Wow.
Yeah,
shout out to Riley.
Dad Dean, man, congratulations, my friend. Welcome to the
Grand. Hey,
that
man,
is awesome, man. Shout out to your brand new family member and your wife.
Welcome to the beautiful world of this planet Earth, Riley.
Welcome to the beautiful world, man. Look at that. Tony is saying, I've seen enough TD Pats talk. Smoke.
All right, now we're smoking.
So the hugging's over.
Tony's pissed off about TD's love affair with Drake May and the Patriots.
I don't know why somebody just being honest is a love affair to y'all. You know, I mean, they're just great.
No, you're like just.
And they got the best quarterback in the
you're like
in the division, maybe the league.
Hey, I mean, I don't know, man.
He's good, Richie.
That is what I am talking about. Folks, what else is a burning question for you right now? Like, what's going on in the league that, is getting you going right?
Drake May MVP.
Some MVP conversations we want to talk about.
I like is Drake May not the leader in the MVP race to y'all? Like
he's in the conversation. So he's in the conversation for me. I would probably still give the nod to Patrick Mahomes. He's been playing like otherworldly right now. Like for the past 4 weeks. So for the past 4 weeks,
I mean, whatever.
he has been leading the most efficient offense in all advanced metrics. So the Chiefs are first in practically everything for the past 4 weeks. And that's even with a lackluster run game too.
Manny threw 2 picks last week.
So but like he's still wildly efficient. And so he's about to throw 3 more on Sunday too. By the way.
We got a big donation. My goodness, Troy just gifted 10 memberships. Wow. We got to give a shout out to Troy Thomas. He became a member, and now he's gifting them. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, Jesse, Buff Dad, Chris, Carly, Chilo, Bill Nick, Spidey, Who Dat Fam, Philly Bills, all gifted memberships. Use the emojis, folks, in the chat now. Shout out. And Troy says, got to support the best NFL show. Troy Thomas, fire me up, baby. Hey, play the music. We're the best NFL show on the internet. Troy Thomas. Hey, this is a great way. A great way to support this channel is by gifting back to the community. And that's exactly what Troy Thomas did right here. He just gifted 10 people free membership. So if you guys want to support the community and not just Roundtable Sports, make sure you go out there and you support us by gifting memberships. It's a great way to support and give the community some memberships. And now if you are a member, do us a favor. Spam the emojis right now. Spam a Rich emoji. Spam a TD emoji. Spam a Dan Mitchell emoji. There's even Bob emojis.
Bob emojis.
Let's go. Emojis. And dude, look at that. And you know what I love about gifting memberships? Because you get to see who the lurkers are. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I see a lot of these names. I don't see anyone talk in the chat. I'm like, that guy. That guy's lurking all over the place, man. We can
freaking awesome. And guys, let's get to 100 likes. We have 200 plus people watching and only 67 like buttons hit. What is that? Blasphemy.
Yeah. Folks, hit that thumbs up sign. Lock in. So now that we are on MVP, it's mid-season right now, technically, boys. It's mid-season. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Halfway through the NFL season, it's already halfway done. Thankfully, for the most part, like this league is still pretty competitive and it's anybody's game in both conferences, really. But I think we need to have a conversation about the MVP. I think that we can all agree that it's probably not going to a running back again, right? I think
I don't know, man. Jonathan Taylor's on an MVP run.
I mean, I would be very interested to see the first 8 games of Saquon Barkley's 2024 and the first 8 games of Jonathan Taylor. I'm super curious to see what that looks like, but I'm pretty sure it is a glorified quarterback award. So, Rich, thoughts? It's pretty clear that TD thinks Drake May is going to win it. Who are your leaders in this conversation right now?
Shout out to Raymond for the super chat. We appreciate that, man. Much love to Raymond for the $2 super chat. All right.
Raymond, thanks, brother.
So, you look at the odds. Who do you think is the favorite right now to win it?
Probably Mahomes.
Yeah. And I don't know how, but guess who's the second favorite?
Is it like a Dak or a Stafford or something?
Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah. This is just, remember, odds are people betting on it. This is just where the money came in. Those guys had a lot of money early on.
Well, it's probably a worthwhile investment. Because somebody said this.
He ain't even been good this year. No,
he hasn't. No, he is not. But like this generational turnaround is going to hit like crack. Somebody said on TV, and I really, really agree with this, was Shane Steichen actually?
Did Dan pause on us?
Dan Mitchell, man.
That's typically true when it comes into each and every single year. You are going to see who is for real and who are frauds this time of the year in November and December football. Like, this is when you truly see, like, all of the rust is knocked off, all of the experimentations with new looks, new personnel packages. Every team knows who they are. Well, I'm curious. I'm curious, man, who wins this MVP, who's going to be the playoff seeds.
It could be an impact player or rare sighting, because here's why. A lot of quarterbacks had a bad week and fell off the trail. Like, remember, we were having guys like Baker up there and stuff, Sam and all of them. If we're going to be honest, a lot of them had subpar to poor, below average games.
Yeah.
Like, this was the week where like 4 of the top guys went down. And the only ones really still sitting at the top, to me, at the quarterback position after this week will have to be Drake May, Patrick Mahomes, and then you got like running backs. So it could creep in, because Drake May and Patrick Mahomes have to maintain the whole season almost to get the MVP award to me. But I did notice something about Drake May that people are noticing is 7 games with the amount of touchdowns he had with a passer rating over 100. He's 4th, I think, all time. And if he has another one, he'll be tied for 3rd. I think Aaron Rodgers has the top 2 spots at 8 and 12. So Drake May, if he has 100 passer rating with 2 touchdowns this week, he'll be tied with Rodgers for 2nd place at 8. So that's kind of like historic too.
So it's interesting too. So it's interesting too, because like how you're looking at offense across the league, guess who the leader is for 300-yard games and how many that player had? Guess the leading quarterback for over 300 passing yards. How many games did that guy achieve it, and who was it?
I have no clue.
It's Justin Herbert, and he did it 3 times. That's it. Right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 quarterbacks in the league that have not cracked 300 yards.
Well, I have to say this, Dan. I saw this, and I have to do my own research to verify it first. But I saw a post that showed the league passing yard average is down by 45 yards so far this year.
Absolutely.
The normal passing yards, it's down 45 yards, which is epic this year. It's ridiculous. So I don't know what that contributes to, but are the run games improving?
Yeah.
You know, I was explaining this to people on the Friday solo show. The league is shifting to the run game. And this could be an indication of it. 45 yards less on average.
Yeah. So back in 2024, like the full season by itself. So the leader with 300-yard games, let me go ahead and refresh my screen real fast, was Joe Burrow at 7, right? And like you go back to 2019, several players had like 11 games, right? Like 10 or 11 games. It's the average depth of target is shrinking. I think a lot of it has to do with how defenses are playing the pass. Like they are peppering in too high safety shells. Like defenses are obsessed with taking away the big play. Like you often don't see the big play anymore now. It's all taking that underneath stuff, like hoping your wide receivers and your weapons can create yards after the catch. So
it's exposing guys that we thought were elite, and now that they're not getting the big play like Josh Allen. But it's exposing certain ones.
And so I like that. So the little shot you just got there, but no, it's true. It's true, man. So I think if there's any year where a skill position player could win the MVP, I feel like it's growing more difficult not to give the honors to one of them eventually, especially if this passing like type personality trait of the NFL continues of several quarterbacks that are regularly at like 168 yards or 200 yards flat. It's just how the league is going nowadays.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of that too.
What can you do?
But also Dylan Gabriel's in the league, so the averages are definitely down.
He's bad, dude.
We got a massive Patreon update.
Oh,
what's the Patreon update?
Troy Thomas has become a Patreon member for the next year.
Troy!
Oh, wow.
For the next year.
Troy booked the year.
He booked the year, baby. Man. Shout out to Troy booking a year.
We appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Troy, man. Now know you have access to call in, so don't be shy to come call in, Troy. I mean, he's out here just being an absolute dog. First, he gifted 10 memberships here on YouTube. Then he went out there on the Patreon, became a member for a year straight. I mean, shout out to Troy Thomas, man. We really appreciate you, brother.
You know what,
Troy, hey, Troy, we appreciate that. You know what, guys? That's a great segue. Let's welcome in some Patreon callers, man. Let's see what's on their mind today, folks. Again, it's a radio station. Hook us up with a statement and or a question you would like for us to react to. I don't know why that just made Richie laugh as hard as it did, but hey, you know what? Like sometimes I feel like I just exist and it entertains Richie. So I really don't even think I'm that funny. You know what I mean? It's just my existence.
It's true, man. You're not, some people are just funny by being themselves, and you're one of them.
Anyway, we have LaSalle in the building. What up, LaSalle? How you doing?
What up, guys? I'm sorry, Dan. I wasn't going to go into yesterday, but I just want to give my 2 cents on this Sam Darnold thing. I'm sorry, Richie. Yeah. I don't agree with you. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings did the right thing. Get him rid of him. Especially with the amount of money that they gave, that the Seahawks gave him. Especially when you just drafted a rookie quarterback. You telling me that I'm going to give Sam Darnold a 4-year deal and let this quarterback let the quarterback that we drafted in the first round stay?
Yeah, he stinks.
Ball, I want to see him. Like, think about it this way.
We'll see him now. Finally gets his chance. I mean, he's injury prone, number one.
But think about it this way. If we draft a quarterback next draft, let's just say, and Justin Fields just goes off 1 year, you got to give him a 4-year deal?
If Justin Fields leads the Jets to a 14-win season and puts up the type of stats and numbers that Sam Darnold did, then that's a great position to be in.
Well, will you give him a 4-year deal?
I mean, it's a what if. I gotta see the actual games and stuff. I mean, Justin Fields.
Saying, even if Justin Fields did do that, I wouldn't give him a 4-year deal.
I mean, first of all, you also have to look at that contract that Sam got in Seattle. It's way more favorable than you think. It's not a 4-year, fully guaranteed contract.
But like, I'm just saying a 4-year deal in general. I'm just saying a 4-year deal in general. Like,
yeah, it's a favorable contract. Seattle got a bargain right now. That contract and thank you for the call to sell. That contract that Seattle gave Sam is very favorable. It's not like they're in cap hell now all of a sudden and they're going to be screwed financially. Like the level of quarterback play Sam is playing right now compared to the contract he's getting, it is a bargain. So you got to look at it like that.
So you got quarterbacks making over 50 not playing as well.
Exactly. So absolutely. I mean, I still stand on my business. I think the Vikings should have gave that same contract offer to Sam and they'd be winning and being in playoff contention, but instead they're not. But hey, JJ got a chance right now. Let's see what JJ can do. He's going to be healthy and hopefully he can go out there and thrive.
Jade Tatter.
JJ, man, we're going to be getting a second taste of JJ McCarthy since he's coming off of injury. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. I am not a JJ McCarthy believer in the NFL, but so I reserve the right to change my mind. Let's see.
Yeah,
Parks,
I'm off already.
Parks is in the building. Parks, what up, man?
What up, fellas? First, shout out to Troy. The Will Campbell Membu comparison. If you say that Will Campbell is bad, you haven't been watching Patriots games. Go look up the stats. I'm not even going to go in there. Membu is not close to Will Campbell. I'm not even going to go into that.
All right. You want to go into that? I mean, Will Campbell may not be bad, but Armand Membu has been the better offensive tackle this season.
Okay. I'm not going to do that. Okay.
I mean, and by the way, it really means nothing. You guys are the winning team. We are not.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I'm not going to go into that.
Okay. But Armand Membu better. But continue.
Okay. I don't think if we do trade for somebody, I think it'll be a running back or an edge rusher. I don't think we trade for a wide receiver because I think that I remember them saying that we're trying to build Like, we're not going to trade for a Myles Garrett and nothing like that because he's 30. I don't think we trade for Trey Hendrickson because I think he's 30 or something. I think we trade for someone that's like, okay, how old is Phillips, TD?
27 or
Yeah, he's young.
I think that's the perfect person that we trade for. So he can go into the future with us. I don't think we trade for like a big name player or a 30-year-old wide receiver or something like that. I don't think we do that. If we don't trade for anyone, I think we just ride it out like TD said and just go into the draft and just draft the people. That's what I think.
So I think.
But shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. I'm out of here, fellas. This Patriots world, Celtics world. I'll see y'all tonight.
Peace, Parks.
Later, Parks. Celtics are trash.
So for me, with what makes Trey Hendrickson interesting is that it really just depends on what this front office thinks this Patriots team's ceiling is for 2025. If they really think that they're an edge rusher away from like really getting to a Super Bowl and winning it, like Trey would make sense because he's a free agent next year. Right. Mm-hmm. So say, for example, that like you just wanted to get like him in the building for like an extensive playoff run. Sure. But
they're definitely saving for something. They are saving for some major move.
Yeah.
They can get it
so
done.
It just all depends on like where like this coaching staff and front office like truly has expectations for this team. If like they're like, yo, like we're going all in for a bowl this year, like we're going to try and get it done, then like Trey on like a half-year rental, someone that's going to be a free agent next year. I mean, I'd say why not? You know,
it's crazy. In the season, they literally have over $50 million in cap space.
Yeah, it's a lot, dude. It's definitely a lot. I'm kind of curious too how much. Yeah, with Trey Hendrickson, what his cap hit would be, acquired cap. I think we all know that the Patriots would be able to. I think they would be able to afford it.
Well, that's why you gotta be concerned.
Hey, how about a Ravens fan in the building, man? Habitual line stepper. What up, dude?
What's up, fellas? TD tomorrow. You about to get smoked, baby.
Yes, sir.
Don't come on, you're capping, man.
You don't even believe half the things you say.
Hey, we might be for real.
Richie, I wish I wasn't on the bye. Y'all on the bye this week, right?
Yes, sir.
I wanted that Quincy. I hate getting in bidding wars because Ravens is not a bidding war team, and Quincy Williams, a lot of people was calling for the boys, so it's looking like we about to buy out early. And Patriots ain't doing nothing. They gonna be selling. That's a winning organization. They ain't making no big splash trades. No winning organization, championship organization makes big splash trades at the trade deadline. We either do it in the off season or we sign a regular old Joe Schmo. That's what we do. That's normal for us. So, like, I don't know why y'all gassing Patriot fans up like, oh, they gonna get no, they not. They're gonna make regular, get rid of all the pieces that they don't need, like they've been doing, and just keep going strolling. They not about to do no big splash plays.
They better than Baltimore right now.
Yeah, they are, but they won't make a move.
We'll see.
Enjoy, fellas.
All right, man. Enjoy the mock drafts next week.
Man, oh man. TD, oh TD.
That's right, mock draft city.
Well, we have a report to talk about.
Talk to me.
Well, I'm going to listen to it with you guys here for the first time. Jordan Schultz just came out with this, saying, here's the latest on Quinnen Williams. Let's see what he has to say.
What do we got?
The New York Jets finally won a game, but that will not stop the calls from coming in, inquiring about some of their very valuable players. Now, there are a number of teams who badly want and need interior defensive line help, and a name that's garnered a ton of interest, all-pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. Now, the Jets don't want to trade him, but they are willing to listen, considering there's so much interest in interior defensive line and so many young, aggressive GMs around the league. The idea of a team blowing away the Jets with an offer is at least feasible and one to watch. The New York Jets finally won a game.
All right. Well, based off that report, that tells me that the Jets are listening. And the only way the New York Jets trade away Quinnen is if somebody overpays and blows them away with an offer. Do you think the Jets would be smart to trade away Quinnen, TD?
I don't know what Aaron Glenn how he wants to operate his system. Like, just because he's a good player, does he fit what Aaron Glenn wants to do on the defensive side of the football? People have to also realize, defensive linemen in the trenches in the middle, it depends on the style of defense. Some like the nose tackles, some like the zeros, it just depends how he wants to run it. And if they're listening, you don't get rid of a Quinnen. But if you're listening, that means there could be a chance he just isn't the type of, I guess I would say rock in the middle that fits Aaron Glenn's system. I don't know. This is interesting. If he gets traded, that's an Aaron Glenn decision. I
think it's more about, like, they're at a spot now with the Jets. There's a lot of interest, so there's might as well pick up the phone and hear offers in case there is an offer that blows them away. Like, if their team is offering a first-round pick and more, and another thing about Quinnen, you have to add, his guaranteed money in this contract runs out, so he's going to want a new contract in the offseason. So do the Jets want to give him that? Because that's going to be an issue. So that's another whole thing about this Quinnen Williams situation. Do you want to trade him away to avoid that, or do you want to give him the contract? That's someone that I just don't want to get rid of for this reason alone. He's a captain. He's the face of this defense. I don't think it would set a good precedent. I don't know. And you're never going to replace Quinnen in the draft. Like, you get a first-round pick, you're not drafting a defensive tackle that's as good as him. Like, he's a presence on that defensive line that you cannot replace. And I feel like a guy like that, I want him to be a lifelong Jet. That's someone I'd rather be a lifelong Jet than anything, because his presence alone elevates everybody around him. So I think it would be a mistake unless they trade him and the offer is just a lot.
So the team acquiring Quinnen Williams would add $9.3 million to their cap, and they would add $21.7 million to their 2026 acquired cap. I'm assuming that 21 and 2026 is a salary, which could very easily be like restructured or what have you. And the Jets so the Jets would add 17.3 dead this year and only 4.8 million dead next year. So
the cap
financially, I think it makes sense for the Jets to like sort of move away from him. I am a big proponent that if you see a player that is a star, but is also on a roster with a first-year head coach and a first-year general manager, like, those guys have no ties to that player. I feel like everybody is on the table to be traded. And so I think he will move. I just don't know where. It's probably a team with some defensive tackle issues.
I mean, a first-round pick would be nice. I don't think.
Oh, yeah, he calls for a first round to me.
Anything less than that, I would. If they trade him for a second, I think that would be very foolish.
Yeah.
Very foolish, because now all of a sudden the defensive line is bad because our edge rushers is not as good without a presence on the inside. So interesting spot that the Jets are in indeed. Super chat from Alex. Say without hate, Dan. Week 15.
Say it without hate, Dan.
Patriots got that game circled.
Indeed, man. I am looking forward to it. Very much so.
That's going to be a game.
Very much so.
Well, but you guys didn't know about Sleeper. What do you know about Sleeper, Dan? You know anything about Sleeper?
And so, you know what? And so I feel like a lot of people know how I feel about Sleeper. How do you feel about Sleeper?
TD, why don't you tell the people what you know about Sleeper?
What I know about Sleeper is that it is as fun as it gets. Every Thursday, Monday, Sunday, every time there's a game, I get my ticket in on my favorite players and guys that I want to see, win for me. And the beautiful thing is they're giving you a $20 entry with no deposit needed. There's always people that say, yeah, I just don't know if I want to get involved or put my money in. Well, guess what? You get to log into Sleeper, sign up, log in, and play for free on the first $20. You get a $20 entry, and then you can determine, hey, I like this, and you can enjoy it. And if not, you don't. So it's that simple. I also love the fantasy tool that it has as well. I'm doing well in fantasy. A little hiccup last week. A little lucky team beat me. But
first place team beat you.
it ain't no first place. Your team ain't good.
7-1, crown on my head.
But yeah, man, it has all type of tools. Not only that, it's also sports news and everything. They have a lot of player bios. I use those regularly when I'm talking about these players that give you the update on their injuries and everything surrounding them and the team. So make sure you go check out Sleeper. Use code RTS though, because you make sure that we get credit for it, supporting our sponsors, and supporting the channel, and you also get a 100% deposit match up to $100. All right, if you use our code. Remember, RTS. Let's go Sleeper. Bam!
Dude, that was wonderful.
That's what I do, man.
In fact, I think it was the first time I've ever heard you plug Sleeper on this show, man.
You gotta listen better, Dan. You gotta listen, man.
Yeah. Dude, man.
Hey, I did it Friday. I didn't forget. So yeah.
You didn't. But so you did RotoWire on Friday?
I did.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
What I'm talking about. We have Sergeant Moonshine in the building. Sergeant Moonshine, what's going on with you, man?
Yeah, how we doing today, fellas? I got a question for y'all. It's more of a contract question, and it involves Kyle Duggar.
Dan's your guy.
I had read the report whenever we had traded him. He was one of my favorite players on that team, too. I mean, granted, he hasn't played that well, but he's been one of my favorite players. He definitely will be missed. Unlike another player, Keon White, he kind of just like gave up on us. But speak on that another time. But he had just signed I think it was a free 4-year deal, somewhere around that $58 million contract. And reading up, I believe it was Ian Rappaport that reported on it. It was either Ian Rappaport or Diana Rossini. Something about how they were able to waive all of his remaining years, and now he's just getting paid for this year and becomes a free agent in 2025. I'm wondering how do they just void his years? Did he agree to that when he was getting traded? Is it because he wasn't playing well? Like I can't think of a trade that's happened recently or with any player recently where they just got all of their remaining years voided, especially after they just made the contract. It just started, I think, this year.
Who did that again?
Who's doing
The Patriots. Or it was like, I think it was the Patriots that did it, or maybe it was the Steelers that did it when they got him. I'm not too sure, but it was from Ian Rappaport, I believe, that reported on it. I'm just kind of like curious, how did they even work?
Great question, man. So what happened, and I did pull up the tweet from Ian Rappaport, the Patriots still paid most of the $5.4 million that was left on Kyle Duggar's original base of $9.75 million, right? So the Patriots really wanted him off of this roster.
They allowed him. It's a bonus, didn't they?
Yeah. So they allowed him to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers while still paying the vast majority of his salary. And they gave him a $1 million in per game roster bonus to complete that deal. Final 2 contract years have been wiped out, sources say. So probably what they ended up doing is that they ultimately ended up transitioning his roster bonuses, because typically when you see those contracts, like it's like $250,000 or something, or like $300,000, how they were able to wipe that out was he probably didn't have any guarantees with the exception of the roster bonus if for example, he was still on the team. So they just sort of collectively pushed all that together to wipe it out. And so to make it more handsome for the Steelers.
He got a check, though.
Yeah, he got a check.
Yeah.
Like, so when you see contracts, like when you see a player gets a signing bonus of like $150 million, right? Like you would assume like, oh man, like that's going to kill us financially. Like that signing bonus, folks, is in the player's bank account immediately. It's in their bank account immediately. But when you look at contracts, like you'll see that like their signing proration is like 5 equal increments of when that guy was paid. That's just an accounting measure, right? Like that's just an accounting measure. When you hear these players get like these massive deals, signed a signing bonus of whatever, that's their money. But the league allows these teams to go on ahead and split them into equal increments so that they can make it work on the books. Soon as when you see guarantees are out, like he's not guaranteed his base salary of 28, 29 mil, like you could walk away with that with no issues.
Yeah.
And so acquired cap is typically only based off of what their base salary was. Like that's why like Not that the Jets would move on from Garrett Wilson, but if they were to, the new team would like owe him like $600,000 this year, right? And they would owe him $2.1 million the following. But it's that next year where his base salary is 27. That's when the cap hit hits. So I don't know. Look at that.
Cap wizard Dan Mitchell, man.
Hey, dude, you
You're
know
a
what?
new cap guy.
So I've been trying to find my niche on this show. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
I'm still waiting for TD to find his, but you found yours.
I'm just a ball knower, Richie. That's all.
Why'd you pick the Panthers to beat the Bills?
Because I don't like the Bills.
So when you pick against the Bills and they lose, then you say you're a ball knower?
No. This was just an off week for the Panthers. That's all. You know, a little NFL parody. You know.
Yeah, NFL parody, dude.
When you're wrong, you never admit it and you just ignore it. But when you're right, you celebrate it like you're a ball knower.
So I will say, I do think that the Bills ended up putting out the script on how to run against the Carolina Panthers, though. Like based off of everything I saw. Like why they had such a good run defense was that all teams were just trying to run up the middle. And like that's where you have your run defense dogs. And the Buffalo Bills were just like throwing pitches all over the place and attacking the DBs. So
yeah, today.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see how the Panthers end up adjusting to that, and we'll see if other offenses do it. But who knows? Who knows? Folks, we got to tell you about RotoWire. And like I said, why myself, TD, and Richie are currently in the fantasy football playoffs is thanks to RotoWire and their fantasy football toolkit. However, they offer another product which is equally awesome, and that is their player prop picks research tool. As you can see, Richie is going over to the sleeper portion of this, and they are telling you all of the locks for the upcoming NFL week, including some Major League Baseball World Series action, the NBA. So say, for example, that you want to be able to put some conscious research into all of your player prop plays moving forward over on Sleeper. It's not going to hurt to have a research tool at your disposal. I know that I have been using it, and I have had some pretty successful weeks thus far. Highly recommend that you go give them a try. And they're giving you 15% off just for signing up and using our code RTS. Might as well give it a shot, dude. Shout out to our good friends, RotoWire.
Let's go.
Build your parlay over there on RotoWire. Let's get into the next caller. We got Lino. What up, Lino?
What's going on, fellas? How everything going?
Good.
Man, we got to talk about this MVP race, man. Y'all didn't mention a guy who I think is going to get an extension and a second contract. It's Tua, man.
Yeah.
You got to talk about how good Tua played last game, man.
He did play
Usually
well.
around this year, TD, you always saying he MVP, man. We got to keep this going, man. But I want to talk about sleeper picks, man. I want to talk about some sleeper picks.
Oh, what you picking?
I'm taking the over-under. Whenever Tua scores 2 touchdowns, TD is going to say, we're back. And then whenever at the end of the game, TD is going to say, blow it up, let's trade everybody. I'm taking the over on that.
He's taking the over.
And then my second one is TD Kids is going to be pointing and laughing at him at the end of the game. I'm taking the over on that one, too.
We might actually win, though. Y'all might be shocked.
Stop. I want to see your sleeper picks on this game, TD.
You will. You'll see them on the screen. You know what time it is.
Well, thanks for the call, Lino. I think we should figure out a way to make some roundtable prop bets. How many times
roundtable?
How many times over under will TD say Josh Allen trash on a show or something like that?
I don't talk bad about Josh Allen anymore. His play does it for itself. His play talks bad for himself now. So I don't have to talk bad about Josh Allen. He's showing it this year. This is the Josh Allen.
He hasn't been playing well. He has not been playing well, right?
And yet they're 5-2.
Bad either. Just not well.
No. Like he's still top 10, but he's not top 3 anymore as far as this season.
He average quarterback.
And so I'm confident that he'll hopefully turn it around. And so I think this Kansas City Chiefs secondary helps. But yeah, come on.
Yeah, Josh Allen's still playing slightly better than Tua this year. Yeah.
He's playing a lot
more.
So
if you could draft a quarterback for the Miami Dolphins and you have to choose between Josh Allen and Drake May, who do you put on the Dolphins right now?
Drake May, that's hands down. I remember Josh Allen
for this year in the future.
I remember Josh Allen first 2 years. Oh no, I'm riding it. I'm riding Drake May. I see that shit in there. He ain't even reached his ceiling. Drake May gonna be better than Josh Allen, way better. He already playing like MVP Josh Allen. Let's call it what it is. We don't have to run from it.
Now is Dan thinking like, wait, TD may be right underneath that
He
brain?
knows. He knows. You got to give Drake May his credit. Now he may start bombing it all of us. I don't know, but right now that kid proving something.
So you're taking Drake May over Josh
every day of the week. Every day of the week. It's clear right now.
TD Pat's talk.
I'm just being honest. I mean, Josh is a great quarterback, but Drake May got that juice right now.
You're taking an unproven young quarterback who's having some success early in the season over a proven MVP playoff successful quarterback.
I'm taking an unproven young quarterback who hasn't had.
You're banking on upside rather than
because it's higher upside. It's higher upside than Josh Allen.
You're a risky man.
Because he already playing right now at Josh Allen's peak level. That's right. That's what nobody. No, that's the truth. We don't think about that. We don't think about it. You take Josh Allen's peak. Drake May doing that right now. That's what Drake May is doing right now. He's playing like Josh Allen at his best. This is a fact. Nobody talk about that. They just keep on moseying down the road like, oh, it'll come down eventually. All right. It's over. Josh Allen is no longer the best quarterback in his own division.
It's far too soon to say that.
Yeah.
Far too soon to say that.
Sure.
What if Drake May actually wins the division and the MVP award this year?
And the Super Bowl before Josh.
Okay, I mean, then
Super Bowl, I'd crash out. Super Bowl, I'd crash out. But the division and
MVP.
The MVP, I wouldn't be concerned about it because, funny enough, so I actually did see what the playoffs would look like what the playoffs would look like if they were to start this week, and how the seeding was matched up. It would be a Buffalo Bills and a Kansas City Chiefs AFC Championship again, like based off of how it looked out.
Yeah. Ways up.
So the Chiefs would be the 7th seed, and they would play the 2nd seed Pats, and the Buffalo Bills would play the Steelers for the first round. So and then the Chiefs would play the Colts, and then we would play either the Chargers and or the Broncos. So that would be even funnier for me. Like, what would be funnier for me is say the Pats do win the division and like they get the 2nd seed or something along those lines. And like they just get boat raced by the Kansas City Chiefs for the first round, and like they kick them out. And that AFC Championship again is the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs.
So what if you witness them beat the Chiefs in the first round?
Then I will look forward to our matchup.
And then they beat you. Then what?
Oh, I'd crash out for sure.
Okay, so it's not just the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it's just,
I would crash out for sure. For sure,
Oh,
man.
man.
I would, dude.
So-
I would not be well.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me put this on my
I would not be
calendar.
well if that's what happened. dude.
January,
I really
man.
wouldn't.
I want to be part of these playoffs.
Dan stop, Richie. Just don't.
I would
What's wrong
not
with
be
me wanting
well
something?
if that happened.
Richie, you can't have it. You just can't.
I'm sick of this drought, man. I want to be part of the playoffs. Nah, but that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But Dan is right, bro. What if the Patriots win the division and have this regular season success, and then Drake May fizzles out and they get killed in the first round? Then what?
It's still not a knock on them. They play with house money this year.
No. Like, so no one really expected the Patriots to be that good this year, right? So I feel like that they are ahead of schedule. But then again, hopefully they don't take the same track as the Washington Commanders, right? Same story like last year. So they were the darlings of the league.
Or
and then
Houston.
For Houston.
Let me tell you though, Dan,
But then again, he's in his 2nd year. He's not in his first year. That or so we could see some domination like the Vikings last year, right? Like so they looked like world beaters.
Is he beating the sophomore slump?
He's still technically in his rookie season in my eyes.
How many games he played last year?
Drake May knows
4?
rookie season. He's got a new coach.
He played majority of the games last year, didn't he? I thought
he played double-digit games.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, this is sophomore. He's evaluated.
When was he? So when was he activated last year?
Like week 5 or something?
I don't think it was that early.
Okay.
So Brissett was playing for at least half the season.
He played 13 games last year.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh man,
so
that's
13
the
games.
season. He played the season in. This is his
Okay.
sophomore.
All right. Yeah.
He's beating the sophomore.
He's in a
slump right now.
sophomore season then. Yeah, he's in a sophomore season.
See, man, I'm telling you, man, he beating the sophomore slump.
And he already has more
sophomore
passing
slump.
touchdowns now in 8 games than he did in 13 games last year.
And so I feel like you need to give credit to Josh McDaniel too. Like he's a good offensive coordinator, dude.
Yeah.
He's a really good offensive coordinator. Shit head coach. Great offensive coordinator though.
Drake May. Gosh, man, why I gotta be our division?
Well, we'll see. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
We'll do better, Richie. We'll do better.
Now you're
Richie.
turning.
Well,
All right. Well,
we got the AFC East Roundtable tonight to be excited about.
yes. Let's get excited about that. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in to another edition, Fourth and Forever. It's your go-to daily NFL news show. We kindly ask that you hit that thumbs up sign if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. Subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and we'll see you tonight on the AFC East Roundtable. What do you guys got to say to the audience before we send them off?
All love. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate everybody that rock with us every single day, man. We just come on and try to have the most fun that we possibly can with you all. So come back tomorrow, Thursday, as we discuss the games coming up this weekend. We get to predict some of them.
What do you got, Rich?
I'm excited for tonight. I can just sit back and hate watch you guys all weekend long. I don't got a game to worry about.
About to buy.
Hate watch us, man.
I ain't losing this weekend. Woo! 2 weeks in a row without losing. Oh, feels great. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're out. We'll see you tonight on the AFC East Roundtable.
Peace.
We are